So I play.
Pentecostal Records.
Ulinzi wake Mungu, I'm so grateful for your divine protection. Ulinzi wake Mungu, I'm so grateful for your divine protection. Okuhumi kumpauka mzima, siwezi kusimama bila wewe Bwana. Umeshinda nguvu zote za adui zangu, iyo kwambanguza tewalyakwekana nsiba kwebaza kubakwasasira. I'm saying thank you Lord, ulinzi wake Mungu, I'm so grateful for your divine protection. Ulinzi wake Mungu, I'm so grateful.
Hey mpenzi mtazamaji wa Kiswahili TV, tulikuambia na tukakuahidi tutakuwa na interview, mahojiano mengine yoyote na gwiji, msanii, producer wa Pentecostal Studios, na leo tumepata nafasi na tuko na yeye. How are you my friend?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. How is everything?
Everything is doing fine. Yes.
So listeners would like to know your story in music. How did you begin your production?
My journey in production starts a long way back.
Okay.
A long way back in the 90s when I was in school.
Back in Uganda?
Yeah, back in Uganda when I was in primary school. There's a teacher of mine.
Yes.
Who really insisted that I should be a musician. Actually, most people who are doing music, they are normally forced when they are starting. Normally, some of us are forced.
Okay.
Those people who see that talent in us, they always try to force us to do it. They see it, and yet us we don't see it. So it began in the 90s. Then later on, I joined groups after primary school. I joined groups as I was studying in secondary school. And then I joined different music groups because I had to survive.
Okay.
And this music made me survive during those days of school.
Okay.
And again after school, I said, why not?
Yeah.
Music has paid my school fees. Music has paid my bills. Music has been a good friend to me.
Okay.
Why don't I go on with my music career? So I went on with my music career. I decided I taught music for some time in schools.
Yes.
And then later on I decided to do music production.
Oh, okay. And how did you know that you are a musician? How did you tell us more about this the journey?
Knowing that I'm a musician, I found myself on stage as a person in baby class. I discovered myself put on stage. I'm supposed to perform before people, so I ended up performing, and people were entertained. People were happy those days, and then I think that's how it began. And then I didn't take it serious until the advanced stages of primary school. I was in primary 5. Here you call it Form 5 in Kenya.
Okay.
Is it Form 5?
No, it is first year.
No, class 5. No, I mean primary.
Oh, in
class
primary.
5?
Yeah, class 5.
Yeah, class 5. Yeah, that's when I began now starting to practice music, learning different traditional instruments. The traditional ones, the adungus, we call it adungu in Uganda.
Yes.
The tube fiddles, pipes, blowing. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, that's how it began.
Yes.
Then I became good with instruments. I became really good. That I even got bursaries in school. I got bursaries. The school started paying for my school
So
fees.
music's everything for you.
Actually, it has been everything for me.
Okay, and how have you been able to manage between being a musician and working in this production? Because you are a producer and at the same time you are a musician. How
Actually,
have you been able to manage all this?
You can't be a producer without being a musician. You have to be both.
But we are.
If you are doing production, you must be both. But if you are just a musician, you are just a musician.
Okay.
Yes.
So how?
But if you are a music producer, of course you are supposed to be a musician. You have to be both. You can't just be a producer without being a musician.
It is like you are a mechanic, but you doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
So you must drive, and
yeah.
So if you are a mechanic, you must be a mechanic, and you know how to drive.
You must know.
Now tell us something small about Pentecostal Studios.
Pentecostal Studios. This is a music recording studio.
Yes.
Here in Nyang'ori.
Yes.
At the headquarters of PAG Kenya, Pentecostal Assemblies of God.
Yes.
It's a very, very good studio. Actually, I think when we consider quality, yes. I think it's the best here in. Where are we? In Vihiga. This is Vihiga, Kisumu, Nandi County, Kakamega. We are the best.
So
I think.
let us say Western and Nyanza region.
Yeah, we are the best.
You are the best.
Yes.
So someone may ask, how much do you charge on a single song that you do produce?
Currently, we charge 5,000 per song.
5,000 per song.
Yeah, if it's an album, we give a discount of 500, so you pay 4,500 per song if it's an album beyond 3 songs.
Beyond 3 songs, so you give a discount.
We give a discount.
Mm-hmm. So there is a listener who would like to know if I will record with the Pentecostal Studios, what are the other benefits will I get from other studios?
Other benefits
Yes.
recording with us. Of course, we have a radio station here.
Yes.
And personally speaking, I'm the person who chooses the music to play on radio. So I'll produce your song here, and at the same time, it will qualify to go to the radio. So that's an advantage. And again, we help with Skiza Tunes. We register a song with Skiza Tunes. So it's not all about recording. You again start earning money even before you shoot a video for that song. You can still start earning money from Skiza Tunes. So that's also a benefit. And the promotion on radio, of course. The mentions on radio, you will be hosted on radio. You come market your song. So basically, that's a good start for someone. For starters, that's a good beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have heard from the radio guys that at this level you are the best producer. So tell us the types of songs that you do produce, or you produce gospel songs.
I'm a musician.
All round.
Yes, I'm a musician. When you are doing music is like music is a language, of course.
And it is diverse.
And it's diverse. It's universal. It's a universal language. So we do gospel and we do secular as well. Because it's all about music.
And it is all about good music.
It's all about good music.
So they have been.
But for the radio station, I'll be clear on this. The radio station is gospel.
Gospel.
It's a gospel radio station.
Yes.
But the studio can record both secular and gospel.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you have been a producer for more than
10 years.
For more than 10 years.
Yes.
Now, they have told me they have hit songs that you produce.
Of course.
Kindly, can you name two songs that you feel like I produced these songs and now they are hit songs?
Most of the songs I produced songs in. I don't really consider hit songs being the major issue. I consider the people I've helped and then they became good artists.
Okay.
But now that they are surviving right now because of me, or because somehow, somewhere, I worked with them and they managed to become good artists. I'll begin with the people I worked for in Eldoret there. I worked with an artist is called Lenny Lion. I worked with someone who is called Mr. Wamo. which is called Mr. Wamo. Sometimes he says it's J Wiji, something like that. I've worked with so many people from Kakamega. I can't mention the names. The Kenyan names are somehow hard. I've worked with people in Nairobi. There's Jackie Kotila, Ambassador.
You have also recorded with Ambassadors?
Yes, I recorded his song. It's called Nafasi. I've recorded so many people, so I can't remember everyone. If I'm to mention the list of the songs I've done, there are in thousands of songs.
Thousands.
Yes, and I'm still doing more.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, the ones which are out, there are in thousands, and I still have more which are not yet out, which are still in the studio. I've dealt with choirs. So how can I mention that this choir, they made a hit song now? All I do is good music. I don't really look at targeting a hit, because what makes a hit? Promotion. There are so many factors which determine a hit. A hit is not necessarily a good song produced in studio. Even someone can whistle. These days, it's all about things which trend. What is trending? So, but in studio, we don't really consider making hits. We make good music.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Now, you can tell us something small about the challenges that you're facing here in studio. The things that you see, these are the challenges that I've encountered with the musicians, with the artists while recording music.
I think the main challenge would be people who are not willing to learn.
So you mean we have artists who can come to studio and you correct them? They
don't want to be corrected, or they believe they are perfect. Yeah, that's a very, very big challenge. I think that's the main challenge. Other problems, if someone comes and is willing to be corrected,
yes,
is willing to be dynamic, is willing to be to go with what is there. You come with a song, we try to correct, because no one is perfect. We correct, we discuss about the song, we say maybe we should do it this way, maybe you should sing like this, maybe this vocal is going there, it sounds low, what if you do a higher note, what if you do an intermediate note, what if we do this? So it really matters. The only challenge there is people being compatible with change. Yes.
Now, from the things and the way I've seen,
yes,
they always say that producers are the ones who are behind good music, but they are not being recognized. What can you say about this? They produce hit songs, musicians or the artists are being known, but nobody's asking who is the producer behind this hit song.
Some producers really want to be recognized because of money issues, business, what. Other producers prefer not to be so known. They prefer to be the guys behind the scenes, behind the curtains. They make things happen and they push the artist to go and showcase this work, which is very good. But even if that person doesn't really want to be recognized, a mention is always good. I would advise artists that if you really want producers to continue with that relationship, it's a two-way street.
They must do a mention in their song.
It's not a must.
Okay.
But mentioning someone that I did this work because of so and so, it will sound good. Yeah, because you come. Normally in the studio, it's a struggle. For a good song to come out, it's always a struggle. People really struggle.
It is a process.
It's a process.
Now, people do ask. We have musicians who have been complaining, and there are those who are still saying that music pays, and there are those who are saying no, music doesn't pay. How can you tackle this, or can you shed more light on this? Because at one point, we have those artists who are claiming they are not benefiting from the songs that they are producing. And on the other hand, we have musicians who really acknowledge your work and they do say music pays.
Yes. Now, here is where we all get it wrong. Like I said, I entered music without even knowing that I'm entering music. And there are those people who enter into music, in the music business, because they saw so and so
Doing it.
and is surviving well. So those are two different people. You understand?
Yes.
But the good way of dealing with music is doing what you want and somehow thinking about the audience. If you're going to perform for the audience, because now this is a presentation. How do you package your music? How do you write your song? How is it really hooking up the crowd? How do you arrange your music? You understand? It's not all about coming and sing anyhow, and you expect people to buy your product. You understand? So how do you do it? Because everyone has a different way. You can't do it the same way. The way I produce is not the same way other producers produce. The way I deal with people is not the same way others deal with people. So also the way you deal with people, because the audience, those are your clients as an artist. You understand? How do you relate with them? How do you work with them? Even when you are on stage, how do you interact with your audience? So that on the next show, the promoters can call you again.
They can call you again.
Yes.
Now, have you ever experienced this challenge whereby you produce a song, you record a song, then the artist or the musician fails to pay
Yeah.
for the services that you have offered?
Actually, let me tell you something very funny about producers, not only me.
Yes.
Most producers can even, you can create a good beat, then you feel like, so and so can sing on this beat, and then you give it for free.
Mm-hmm.
It's always common. We do that.
It is free.
Yeah, we do that. And then someone comes as a client now. They have to pay. If you come as a client, it means you've come to pay. So the other part of me giving up a free beat, that's between me and the person I'm giving the beat. It's not a must that I'm supposed to give a free beat. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yes. Because first of all, for someone to start doing production, it's a hobby which turns into business.
And have you ever reached at a place whereby you gave out a free beat and the song ended up being a hit song, so
Yes.
you never benefited from that song?
Yes, I did a very big song in Uganda. I did a very big song which became a very big hit for years in Uganda there. Even because it was for DJ, he's called DJ Shiro. I did a beat, I just did it for free. And it became a very big hit song. It's called Ladies Night by
Ladies Night.
Yeah, by DJ Shiro.
Okay.
It became a very big hit. Actually, I was proud. I wasn't even feeling bad. I was proud that people were dancing to my beats for
So you were
years.
proud
Because I did this beat, I made this beat in 2011, and it became a hit up to almost 2018. Up to 2018, this song was still big. Even up to now, they still play it in clubs.
Okay, did Shiro ever come back to you or called you and say thank you for the beats that you produced?
It's not a must that someone says thank you, because if you meet someone in studio and someone requests, hey, can you do for me this? You may never meet even again. Someone goes with it and then they make their money or they make the big song out of it. But to me as a producer, I don't even feel bad about it. No, I actually feel proud. Yeah, my work is working. Because the first target for me as a producer is to make a beat which is going to make people happy. People, if it's a dancehall tune, are those people dancing? That's my achievement now. Yes, are those people dancing? Are those people happy? Yes, it's supposed to be a sad song. Are those people really crying because it's a sad song? If I see people crying and I made a sad beat, that's an achievement. I just used my art to create an emotion.
So, but many people are asking, why do most producers nowadays prefer making beats that are being played in nightclubs? you focus so much in nightclubs?
It always depends on the trend, what is trending. And what, it's not always about making beats which are club bangers. Sometimes it's a feel, especially when you start creating a beat. You may start like creating a reggae beat, and then you feel like, what if I add this? What if I
can do better?
Yeah, what if I make it dance? What if I do this? So you keep changing, you change until when you feel like, this is the one. And then you are like, maybe. And then you call someone to come and listen to this. Because this is now a bit you are creating for free, or maybe for some people to buy or something. Then you call someone to listen. If you see people dancing, you've already nailed it.
Okay, and what message do you have to the upcoming artists and upcoming producers? Because you have been in this field for more than 10 years.
Yes.
What message do you have for them?
The message I have is you follow your dreams. It's not an easy journey.
Yes.
Nothing comes easily. If it comes easily, it's going to go very fast. I've seen people becoming hit makers in just 1-2 months, they are gone. They can't make another one. It takes time. Learn your talent. Learn it. Take time and study your talent. Take time and practice. Take time and do research. Whether you're an artist, you're a singer, you're a producer, you do research every day, because every day there are new things coming in. You understand? And new things which are becoming old.
Okay.
New things, but becoming
old.
So it's the message I can give to those.
So, and how can you handle this? Because outside there, people are claiming there are people who are making hit songs, but they are not talented. They are not talented musicians, but they are doing good. For example, people are claiming that Diamond Platinum is not talented, but Alikiba is talented. But we can see Platinum making a lot of efforts and achieving a lot in music industry.
It goes back to what I said, packaging.
It is all about packaging.
How do you package yourself?
Not how you are well connected.
Packaging also goes with connections, of course. Okay. You package yourself. The way you package yourself it also applies to the people who are going to be connected to you. You understand? If you package yourself as someone who's going to sell in a market, the kawaida market,
yes,
of course you will only receive clients from the kawaida market. If you are lucky, you will get maybe one person from the other markets, but generally you will get from that market. So Diamond packaged himself for another market, not the Alikiba market or any other market. So he packaged himself. Even Alikiba, he has his own fans. He has his own fan base, and I don't think he's doing bad. He's a very good artist, and he's doing well. So it's all about what is your target? Who are the people you are targeting? Some men sing for women, and some women are singing for men. So someone is targeting a certain group. So it depends on which group you are targeting. So that's where you go. If you are targeting the rich people, if you are lucky, you will get them. If you are targeting the poor people, if you are lucky, you will get them. Because luck also matters.
So, and we have musicians who have been complaining. They have been complaining that most producers act as a password. If you disagree with your producer, it's going to make a barrier with the presenters in other radio stations or in media industry, whereby you can produce good music, but because you disagreed with him and because he's well connected with the presenters and other media personalities, your music will never be played, even if it will be how good or nice it is.
That will depend on the relationship with you and the producer. How is your relationship with that producer? Are you assigned the artist of that record label, or you're just an independent artist? If you're an independent artist, you can always choose studios, you can always change, you can always go to another one. He's not the only producer. But if you are on a contract with a certain studio, you are on a record label, you are under a record label, then those people own you. They will be owning you, so you won't be able to run away from them. They can decide whether your music should be on radio or not, because you are under.
So you will be under their instructions.
Yes. But if you are an independent artist, you come to a studio, you pay your money, you record your song, after that you go with your song. Then how can a producer, just a mere producer, interfere with your business? That can't happen unless you are a signed artist under a record label.
Mm-hmm. So, and what plans do you have? Are we going to see in the near future whereby you are going to have musicians who are going to be under Pentecostal Studio Records?
Of course, it's underway. It's underway. We are searching for those people who can come and sign with us. Mm-hmm. Of course, we have to look for the really talented ones, because if it's a label, then you really need people who are going to sell your label. So you don't just sign anyone. You really you work hard to choose who is really fitting to market your brand.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, tell our listeners how they can find you, your social network, your social accounts, your Facebook account.
Actually, on Facebook, you can find me as Catex Pro Beats. On Instagram, Catex Pro Beats. On YouTube, Catex Pro Beats. On TikTok, Catex Pro Beats.
Thank you so much for having time with us.
Mpenzi
mtazamaji wa Kiswahili TV, tumeipiga show yetu na producer Katerega, mmesikia. Kama wewe ni msanii, kama unajua msanii ambaye anataka wimbo wako utengenezwe na uweze kupata nafasi ya kuchezwa katika Sauti ya Matumaini, ama ule wimbo uweze kufanya vizuri sana, kwa maana wanasema vitu vizuri pia hutembezwa na watu ambao ni wazuri, tunakuomba tafuta producer Katerega kwenye social handles zake ambazo ameweza kuzieleza pale, naye atakushika mkono, ataproduce ngoma yako na ataiconnect vizuri, na utaweza kupata mapato kutoka kwa uomba. Hadi hapo, mpenzi mtazamaji wa Kiswahili TV, hapo ndipo tumeweza kufika mwisho wa mahojiano yetu kwa hivi leo, lakini cha muhimu cha msingi, gonga alama ya subscribe ili tu tunapoenda hewani, pindi tu tunapofanya hayo mahojiano, unapata hizi habari kwa utendeti pindi tu zinapofanyika. Amekuwa wenyu msimulizi Inanga Alvi. Thank you.